while the lights are shining and the microphone is on. I'll play for you. So many will be the blessings and so short will be the time I'll stay with you. But I'll play for you. I love you, yes I do. You can say that I'm your friend. You can see my life begin and end. I'll always play for you. Hear the band, hear the band. Won't you let the music take you? Hear the band. Let this night go on forever. Don't you ever stop the music. Let your spirit set you free. Now hear the band, hear the band. You can sing and start the beat and clap your hands. These few moments we share together, and I'll play for you. I've practiced many years and I have come a long, long way just to play for you. My life is but a song I have written in many ways just to say to you, to say.
There was a boy in our town with long hair. I mean really long hair. So everybody pointed at him and laughed at him and made fun of him and stared.
Hey, boy, what you doing? Come on, you boy. Get a haircut. Put it in a ponytail.
There was a boy in our town with long hair, and when he walked down the street, people would roar and stick out their tongues like this, and run in and slam their door, and it shut over the window until he couldn't stand anymore.
Hey, boy, what you doing? Come on, you boy. Get a haircut. Put it in a ponytail.
So the boy in our town with long hair, he sat down and cried, trying to cover his hair so no one could see it. And he sobbed and he sighed till his whole body shook, and pretty soon his hair shook too, and it flapped and it flapped and it lifted and flew, resting on mountains and dancing with the clouds, resting on mountains, dancing with the clouds.
Doing?
Who are you?
Well, I'm a friend, but what's the matter?
I'm crying because everybody keeps making fun of me.
Oh, don't listen to them. They don't even know you. I bet you can do lots of things.
Like what?
Well, for starters, you can fly. Maybe you need some flying buddies. I should introduce you to some friends of mine. These are my blackbird friends. I'm going to ask them to show you around, help you discover everything you can do.
Who are you?
Let's just say I'm a friend who used to know a lot of people with long hair, and short hair and curly hair and straight hair. And some of my friends didn't even have any hair at all. But we sure had a lot of fun together.
You did?
We sure did, and you will too. So fly well, my friend. I leave you in good hands. Oh, and if you ever want to talk, we can send letters back and forth to each other.
Where do I send them?
Don't worry about that. My blackbird friends will deliver them.
Who are you?
Hal. My name is Hal. But sometimes my friends call me Gundy or Mr. G.
Blackbird singing in the night. Take these broken wings, learn to fly. All your life, you're waiting for this moment to arise.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you are only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly. Blackbird fly. It's a light of dark black night. Blackbird fly. Blackbird fly. It's a light of dark black night.
Blackbird singing in the night. Take these broken wings, learn to fly. All your life, you're only waiting for this moment to arise. You're only waiting for this moment to arise. You're only waiting for this moment to arise.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news from WZNY, Zany TV. Blackbirds have been spotted carrying letters. No one knows where they're from. We've never seen anything like it. Stay tuned. We'll keep you posted.
Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold.
Dear Hal, I have been in Jesters for 3 years. My family cried the first time they saw me on stage. They thought I was too shy. Thank you. You must have been a special person.
Silver is precious, gold is too.
Bernard. I have been in a jester for 8 years. I can't speak. I like to sing that last number of our theme song, Just One Person. My mom says special thanks for giving us to a child to us, mindful and having fun.
You help me, and I'll help you, and together we can see it through. You help me, and I'll help you, and together we can see it through.
I hardly remember you, but I want to thank you for the gestures. I love seeing my friends, making people laugh, and it's an important part of my life. It has helped me become a better person.
Okay. Do you how I love the Jesters? I make mornings. I sing and dance. My brother will see me on stage and we all go out. Go out for dinner. Thank you.
Across the land, across the sea, praise love as we will always be. Across the land, across the sea, praise love as we will always be.
Dear Hal, Jesters makes me feel special and colorful. I like to be with my friends and have fun expressing myself. I can't wait for my family to see me perform. We are Jesters for life. Thank you.
A fire is white, it warms the heart. We need you to feel it start. A fire is white, it warms the heart. When you gonna feel it start.
Dear Bernie, Jesters is a lot of fun. People with special needs are like everyone else, but we do things in a different way. I have learned to not be afraid to stand up in front of people.
Have one hand, I have the other. Put it together and we have each other. You have one hand, I have the other. Put it together and we have each other.
Dear Hal, I've been in Joseph for 21 years. The first time I cried and went off the stage. Now I'm performing and singing, and I hope my family is really involved in the Jesters.
Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver, the other's gold. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver, the other's gold. Make new friends, keep the old. One is silver, the other's gold. Make new friends, keep the old. One is silver, the other's gold. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold. Make new friends, but keep the old. One
As part of our warm-ups, Mr. G always asks the kids, if you had $1 million, what would you buy?
If Matthew had $1 million, what would he buy? He'd buy a guitar. Julianne had $1 million. What would she buy? I'd buy something for Mama. She'd buy something for Mama. If I had $1 million, I'd buy everything. If I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, if Heather could go anywhere, where would she go? I'd go to the, she'd go to the mall. If Chris could go anywhere, where would he go? I'd go to Disney World. He'd go to Disney World. If I could go anywhere, I'd go everywhere. If I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, I'd be.
Do you have a letter for me?
You got a letter for me? Where does the bee go to the bathroom? The BP gas station.
This is Zany TV talking about the Jesters, founded by Hal Gunderson and Bernie Sullivan in 1978.
Gunderson's dad was a double amputee, and Bernie taught special education. They both knew people with disabilities could do almost anything.
Each year, from September to March and so forth, Jesters gather on Saturdays to sing, dance, act, and make art all the time.
Each spring, the Jesters present a show. Performances have included The Wizard of Oz, Hansel and Gretel, Heidi, White Christmas, Scrooge, Great Show on Earth, Le Jazz Hot, Camp Where the Heck Are We, Grand Ole Opera, and many others.
Favorite characters include Phyllis Diller, Minnie Pearl, Mother Superior, Pirates, Lone Ranger, and Gilligan's Island.
This year, the Jesters chose the characters they wanted to be. Let's see what they've come up with.
Ta. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Griseldos! First, the basketball trick. Watch as they practice their basketball things. Team. Oh, that's got her in the morning. And now, on to the next one, the mashing foot. Watch as 2 feet become what? Just 2 feet, and then what? 2 feet, and let's see that again, shall we? 2 feet, and then 1, 2 feet, and then 1. Now, on to the rope trick, where 2 ropes become 1. You're gonna like it. I have this. These are just 2 ordinary ropes, right? But with a little magic, with all your power, to become a big long one. Ordinary ropes with a little magic, they become a big long one. And now onto our final act, the flying cup. Look at them flying. Aren't those cups great? You ought to try this trick at home if you have the time. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the amazing Griseldos. So much. Thank you, thank you. Well, sometimes Jesters get in pretty big sword fights, and they're always acting like pirates, villains, bad guys, and stuff like that. You get the picture. But watch as we combine sword fights and dancing to the song Black and White, where we can dance to, and you can sing along if you'd like. And now, on to our performance.
Now I believe in miracles, and I'm here before the
human relations. It's a turf war on a global scale. I'd rather hear both sides of the tale. See, it's not about races, just places, faces. Where your blood comes from is where your space is. I've seen the bright get dull. I'm not gonna spend my life being a color.
Tell me you agree with me when I saw you kicking dirt in my eye. You're thinking about my baby. It don't matter if you're black or white. I said, you're thinking about my baby. It don't matter if you're black or white. I said, you're thinking of being my brother. It don't matter if you're black or white.
Do you have a letter for me?
And why is the yellow A afraid?
I don't know.
Because B comes after it.
Jesters, this great show, but take a break after this, and let's see some commercials, and we'll get right to our program after this. Thank you. Mamma mia, it was spicy meatball!
I can't believe I ate the whole thing!
How about Stretcher to the rescue? Plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is! Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is! This is gonna be funny. I know it. Watch this commercial. It's totally funny. Oh, here comes Mother Nature.
This isn't final. It's part A.
Uh-oh.
Part K. Part K. It's not nice to feel with Mother Nature.
I told you it'd be funny. When it comes to collecting trash from all over the world, there's a best way to carry and put in trash.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
And there's a non-best way to carry trash.
Weepy, weepy.
There is a best way to open heavy trash bags.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
And there is a non-best way to open trash bags.
Weepy, weepy, weepy.
So, Hefty's the best bet for garbage bags because it has plenty of space that can clean out all the trash from the world away and save in the recycle bin or the trash bags. Sorry. Let her sit here. This is gonna be a little nervous. I'm a little nervous. Aren't you?
everyone knew that. Soon
Yummy, crunchy, scrunchy, delicious, nutritious life cereal. Good for your heart, good for your stomach, and good for anything in the whole wide world.
The Jesters are on the road.
They performed at the Embassy Theater and Scottish Rite here in Fort Wayne, as well as New York City and Washington, D.C.
They made West go to then went to the Grand Ole Opry.
And affiliate groups have been started here in South Bend, Indiana, California, and Texas.
Says camp for that car 5 more miles.
Get out of line!
I'm Columba.
Get in line!
Hi, my name is Jestersdvd. You listen to me, the pussy, not trust you, and the pussy. We don't take camp, are we?
Where the heck are we? Just an old Indian name, started by Chief, doggone if I know. Way back in the Indian days, it seems he never found his way out of camp. Where the heck are we? It's a camp for fun, don't you know? Camp, where the heck are we? It's the best place in the world to go.
Ring of fire!
That's what always work.
The sticks are right. Get up! Get up! Get out of here!
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. How I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. How I want to live in the world when the saints go marching in.
Okay, sisters, let's get organized. From now on, y'all gotta shine, because we're going to the Grand Ole Opry.
You are my sunshine.
Will you hunt for nothing from me?
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. How I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. How I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching
This is when we did country. If it ain't country, it ain't music. And we did the dang group with the hoes, rakes, and shovels. And it was very fun. Thank you.
I remember when we did the show, if it ain't country, it ain't music, a lot of us got to play country stars. It was real fun.
This is a picture of when I did Roundabout, and I'm going to tell you what this picture represents. In the middle, right there, is a horse, which represents the character of the animal I chose, which is a horse, since I love horses. And up there is the taiko drum, which represents the song called Yamabiko that was played during the animal dancing. And every time I hear that, it brings back memories of that play. And on the bottom, right next to the horse's mane, is the official logo for Roundabout. And ever since I did that play, I enjoy doing the Jesters a lot. And I appreciate every minute and every moment of it.
This one when I was the swordmaster, I accidentally got the wrong part.
This is when we did Pirates of Silty Island, and me, Paul, and Matt Howard, all the Cannon brothers, and we all enjoyed it a lot.
The Jesters received a letter from a daughter of Hal, and I'll read the letter to you. To the hundreds of you who have let the light of your talent shine as jesters, and to your families and the community, I say good show. I speak from the soul of my father. You knew him as Mr. G. He lives in me always. Dad had several nicknames. His friends called him Hal. The family called him Gundy. But the nickname that meant the most to him was Mr. G. Mr. G directed Godspell and the Fantastics at St. Francis College. In both plays, a young woman who is visually impaired danced and sang and dazzled the audience. She was blind and she danced. She was disabled and she was a star. I think that woman inspired Dad to help Bernie create the Jesters. Mr. G was very talented. He acted in many plays himself and was a dedicated teacher. But I think his proudest professional accomplishment was the birth of the Jesters. The early Jesters started using just one person as a theme song. The Jesters' magic has proved that if just one person believes anything is possible, it becomes possible for everyone. Thank you for keeping that magic alive. Valerie Gunderson. Hey, Hal, I'm so glad we started the Jesters. My special ed students were getting bored and needed something to do. But this is a lot of work, isn't it? Whoops. Bernie, it is a lot of work. Sometimes it can be a little overwhelming. We're always fighting one problem or another. Let's just take it day by day.
Day by day, day by day. Oh, dear Lord, 3 things I pray. To see thee more clearly, love thee more dearly, follow thee more nearly, day day by day, day by day by day by day by day.
I was a student when Mr. G was the director of the Jesters, and Mr. Solomon as well. And after Mr. G died, I wrote a poem. I'm going to read to you a small part of it. Mr. G was my friend. He was my director. He was my confidant. He was my professor. He taught me much more than any books could, like compassion and acceptance for others' good. I remember with clarity Mr. G saying, "You've got to have a dream, reinforced with much praying." Mr. G always said, "Life is for the living." This was evident to everyone from his unselfish giving. But the most important lesson Mr. G would impart was a constant reminder to follow your heart. These words of wisdom, with time I have learned, help make wise decisions in life's dips and turns. You could say Mr. G's life was a play all its own, unfoldings in chapters till God called him home.
Mr. Bernie, thank you very much for creating the Jesters. You gave people with all kinds of disabilities a chance to explore the magic and fun of theater arts. You taught the Jesters how to accept each other without judging. You taught us the 6 pillars of character building: trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, and citizenship. On behalf of me and all the Jesters, past and present, and those who even went on to do other things, I'd like to thank you for inspiring our community and for believing in us. You'll never be forgotten. Love always, Sarah and the Jesters.
There are places I'll remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I've loved them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you, and these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you